Alright, what up YouTubers? It's your boy 3E giving you another YouTube video. This one is gonna be another targeted individuals video. Last night I was just like sitting like watching TV. I think something must have like sparked my interest in this particular video, and I just kind of sat there and I just kind of like started thinking stuff, and then went back to my room and I just kind of like putting everything down on paper. So I wrote everything that I was thinking about. This is about remote viewing or whatever, but I guess you guys already know about that stuff, and if you don't, I hope this video helps you a little bit. It's a two-pager. It's not really a lie. It's just I write weird. So oh yeah. So yeah, target individuals chapter. I think this is like number 7 or 8. I'm not 100% sure. My first one was target individuals. Second one was like targeted individual symptoms. The one after that was symptoms. The one after that was no, targeted individuals. Then I made a symptoms one. Then I made a fighting back one. Then I made a law or police harassment one. Then I made a enemies and friends one. Then I made a face recognition one. Then I made one about Christopher Donor. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go back and look at my other YouTube channel and then see what number of targeted individuals I'm on, or if I didn't change it to like gang stalking something, or anyways, for the time being, we're gonna call this one targeted individual chapter 7 or 8. Cops are using remote viewing / cops are using remote viewing to solve crimes and secretly using it to target us individuals, or like harass us targeted individuals. Let's get started. Let's see. This is another time in the video that I want to talk about how cops are using remote viewing to solve crimes. It's not all that innocent. Remote viewing is also being used to harass innocent people / targeted individuals all over the world. They claim that this is a secret military technique being used to help law enforcement officials to catch / locate proof needed to go after the criminals. But what? Sorry guys, I'm reading this shit. But what they're not telling us is that this same ability is being used on us targeted individuals all over the world. They use this technique to somehow go into one's dreams and extract private / personal information. They can also use this. They can also cause the target individuals / TIs to have nasty, scary dreams. They say or call this electronic harassment, but I've caught my targeter sit in front of his house and just stare up into the sky, and somehow he's being able to see real-time images of what I've did, where I was at all day, who I was with, and what I was doing. I've caught him doing this multiple times, even during the day. He runs around showing all of his friends and family members and whoever he can get / find to in the community that will help him harass me in any way. All of his cop buddies and sheriff and military buddies all know about this ability and can somehow do it too. And let's see. My very first ever experience with this is when I just turned 16, and the night prior I had a dream, and some guy was asking me questions, and somewhere in the dream someone said he just turned 16 or he's 16, and then for some reason saw this very nice Mustang drive past me, and I was just like, wow. The next day, me and a friend were walking after we got off the school bus. Some guy drives past us in a hot red Mustang, slows down a little, and looks at us. More specifically, looks at me and revs up his engine, then takes off. But here's the weird part. I look at my friend and I tell him about the dream the prior night. I imagine the Mustang driver crash into a local power line pole. Lo and behold, That's what happened right in front of us. I don't know what you want to make out of that, or if you even believe what I'm telling you. You telling you, but that's my story. That's my story, and that's what really happened. Swear to God, hate hate to have to put that in this video, but yeah, that's what really happened. So that was my first experience with remote viewing slash being remote viewed. Side note, if any, damn, sorry guys. Yeah. Side note, if any of you TIs ever saw a television series called Futurama, there is this one episode. Well, there are a couple episodes where they are showing like these advertisement slash commercial like dreams the people in the show tend to have. The characters are Philip J. Fry, Leela, Bender, Hermes Crab, Dr. Zorberg. No, Hermes is the Jamaican guy. Dr. Zorberg is the crab, and Amy Wong. And then me already being awakened slash conscious, just kind of sat there and just put pieces together. It's not, it's no secret the elite slash Illuminati love to put stuff like that slash symbols in popular music, TV shows, news, movies, radio, kitsch cartoons, and regular adult cartoons, and the average person never never say they never sees these symbols or catches on as when they're showing the stuff. As they say, what's the best way to hide the truth? In plain sight. So yeah, that's my yeah, let me see how much minutes I got. Sorry. 7. Usually these videos are like 10 minutes long. Anyways, so that was my latest target individuals video. Cops are running around using remote viewing slash they're running around using remote viewing to catch the criminals, but that's I guess what it is on the surface. Whatever what they're not telling you or not putting in the media or newspapers, that cops are running around using remote viewing to, like, I don't know. It's one of the main keys or main abilities that's being used on us targeted individuals. These same people that are running around using this technique, secret military technique, are the ones that are supplying, like, I don't know, the average neighbor across the street with the electronic equipment that's being used to harass us every night or when we step out the house or whatever. And a lot of my other targeted individuals videos, I always say stuff like, yeah, these guys have the ability to go in your dreams and harass you or make you have like these bullshit crappy dreams, or like somehow extract information from your dreams. And people say, like, yeah, this is called electronic harassment. This is done with computers. The person next door or the person across the street could be sitting in a room full of computers, sitting there watching you somehow in real time, and like going into your dreams somehow. But I've caught my targeter like multiple times, just sitting in front of his yard, just like staring up into the sky, like almost as if he's watching TV or if he's watching a movie. And when I come out, he kind of just gets up and walks back into his house. And not just him, he shows his, like, his friends or slash like family members or whatever, or anyone who wants to help him or will help him, or who he can get to, who he'll pay to help him harass me. They like, I've caught them multiple times. They'll sit there outside and pretend like they're riding their bikes or they're fixing their cars or whatever. But I'll catch them like looking up into the air and like almost like they're watching TV. I'll pull out my phone and start recording. When I'll pull out my like little cell phone or whatever and start recording, and they'll kind of just like stop what they're doing and walk inside the house. Let me see how much minutes I have. And not just them, all of the cops, like I said in my other targeted individuals video, all of the cops, all of the sheriffs know about this, especially the sheriffs. I believe, like, in law enforcement, the higher ranked you are, the more of this stuff that you know about, the more of remote viewing you know about, the more of electronic harassment you know about, the more of target individuals you know about. The higher the rank the cop is or military soldier, the more about this stuff they know. And you can go to them asking for help. They'll just sit there and be like, if you go over there to that division or to that person, whatever, they'll look into it or they'll have you fill out these papers and then they'll get back to you in a couple days. You know the usual runaround. You know, motherfuckers. Um, yeah, let me see how much minutes I have. Oh, I can record videos longer than 10 minutes. Bet. So, I guess, anyways, the next time, like, you're halted by a cop or a sheriff, or you catch a cop, like, I guess, interrogating someone, or they doing that thing where they talk to the person, and the person explains to them, like, how does the criminal look, and then they sit there, they draw, like a visual picture or whatever of how the person looks, and nine times out of 10, they actually like get the picture like right down to the like whiskers and goatee or whatever. Like they draw the picture so accurately. Ever since I was a kid, I always kind of wondered about that. Like how is it like a cop? Like these guys aren't artists or anything. They'll like go up. They're like, all right, ma'am, did you see the robber? Do you know what he looked like? Okay, he had an afro. He was light brown. He had a goatee. He had one earring. Is this him? And oh my God, that looks exactly like him. That is him. That's exactly what he looks like. And then they put the thing on like on America's Most Wanted on TV. Like if you see this guy or seen this perp or someone who looks like this perp, call 1-800 blah blah blah. Ever since I was a kid, that always kind of fascinated me. Like how do you like these guys are not artists. But yeah, like you can sit there and explain something to them. They get like 2 or 3 bits of information and then they somehow draw the picture right down to the T. That was remote viewing, but I was a kid back then. I didn't know about like targeted individual stuff or remote viewing or like secret government slash Illuminati stuff. I didn't know about that back then when I was a kid. But now I'm older and I'm aware and slash I'm being harassed by these fuckers because they got nothing else to do. Uh, and then wow, guys, I haven't recorded. I usually my last phone only let me go up to like these little 10-minute videos. This video I think I can go up to like 15 or 20. But yeah, man, that's pretty. Just another quick targeted individuals video. And yeah, man, the cops are running around using remote viewing to solve crimes, but what they're not telling you is that they're running around using remote viewing to like stalk or gang stalk or whatever. People in the community can be running around. It's obviously some kind of easy technique. Somebody just I don't know, has to open your like pineary, I'm sorry, pituitary gland or pineary gland, something that the gland that's in the middle between your eyes or something. I don't know, some kind of like either it's some kind of ancient military technique or like some kind of like certain level of electricity or electrons or EMF waves are involved that opens the person's abilities. I don't know. Remote viewing, look it up, man. Everybody has the ability to do it. It's just like I guess you have to find someone that's able to like train you and unlock that secret technique or something. Me personally, I've always feel like humans have these kind of like abilities and techniques that we don't know or we've lost. I used to read something in the Bible like back then humans used to have more